What comes to your mind when you think about a cruiser motorcycle? A low ride, seating comfort, touring on highways, and mainly a budget-friendly bike. And I introduce you to the Avenger 220 Cruise, a budget-friendly motorcycle. And in this video, I'll be speaking about my 2 years ownership review of the bike. I bought this bike in 2018. I have done more than 32,000 kilometers. This bike comes with a 220cc oil-cooled carburetor engine with 19 PS of power and 17 Newton meters of torque, mated with 5-speed gearbox. Front suspensions are telescopic with dual anti-friction bush, and rear has a 5-step adjustable twin shock absorbers. The braking is taken care by 280mm disc brake at the front and 130mm drum brake at the rear. The bike has a 13 liters fuel tank with 3.8 liters of reserve. The seating position is pretty upright and comfortable. The foot pegs are front set. The handlebar is towards the rider. All throughout, the riding position is pretty comfortable. You can ride hundreds of kilometers on this without straining yourself. It has a pillion backrest for the comfort of the pillion, but the seat is not that comfortable because it is very narrow. I hope Bajaj will come up with a new plan or a new design for this so that even the riding comfort for the pillion will be great. There was an issue when I bought this bike with all the 2018 Bajaj Avenger Cruise models. The self-start had some issue and the company had to recall all the vehicles back to the showroom and they had to change the part. But with my bike, it persisted 2 or 3 times where they had to change it, and then finally the issue got resolved. When I was planning to buy a bike, I always thought to myself that I should have a bike that can be used in city and in highways too. This is a good bike for a highway, but when it comes to the city, it is little annoying because of its overall length. The length is about 2200 mm. When you're riding bumper to bumper traffic, it is really annoying because of its bigger turning radius. Making a U-turn in the city, it becomes very difficult sometimes. Altogether, I would tell you, if you are looking for a machine which is more of 40% of city riding and 60% of highway touring, this is a bike you should look for. Riding in the city, I feel the acceleration little sluggish and the low end torque missing. Every time I have to come from 5th gear to the 2nd or the 1st gear whenever I have to go through a speed breaker or a pothole. It really misses that low end torque. The thrill and the comfort of this bike is on the highway touring. When you cruise around 80 to 85 kilometers per hour, it is amazing. Beyond that, there is a lot of vibration on the foot pegs, on the handlebar and on the seat. It really annoys. And I feel like there should have been another gear which can push its limit. I have done 128 kilometers per hour of top speed on this bike. Maybe I felt like the bike could have gone more, but after 128 kilometers per hour, it feels really annoying because of the noise and the vibration that it is producing. If you are looking for a budget-friendly touring bike, this is the one which can take you from point A to point B on a highway without any problems, without any difficulties. With ease, I tell you, I have done more than 18,000 kilometers of highway tourings on this bike and it feels really comfortable. The engine is good for long rides. I have done 1,000 kilometers in a single day and this bike feels so good. There is no strain on the bike nor the strain is on the rider. When I reached the place, I was feeling as fresh as I was there in the morning when I started. It is a really amazing bike. And I will tell you, if you are a person looking for a budget-friendly touring machine, this is the one you should buy. In the city, you can expect a mileage of 35 to 40 kilometers per liter and on the highways around 42 to 45 kilometers per liter depending on the riding condition. A full tank range in the city could be around 450 kilometers and on the highway it's around 520 to 550 kilometers. The periodic maintenance cost of this bike is pretty cheap. Whenever I give it for service, it costs me around 1200 to 1500 rupees, and every 3000 to 4000 kilometers I get it serviced at the service station where I bought this bike. There are a few things that I changed after I bought this. One is the brake pads. Every 10,000 kilometers I keep changing it. It holds good only for 10,000 kilometers. I was expecting a little more, but yeah, 10,000 is the max. And the other thing is the chain sprocket that I changed at 25,000 kilometers, which costed me around 1500 rupees, including the labor and the part. To speak overall, the part cost or the maintenance cost of any Bajaj bikes are not high, especially with this cruiser motorcycle. The overall build quality of the bike is pretty good for the budget that it was quoted around 1 lakh rupees ex-showroom price. It is not too bad, not too good for the budget. If you're looking for a budget-friendly cruiser motorcycle and for a beginner, this is the bike that you should be looking for.